Live from the CBS 4 studios, this is CBS 4 at 5:30.
Thank you for joining us on CBS 4 at 5:30. I'm Marisol Hernandez. We're starting off by following some breaking news out of South Central El Paso. Back here at home, police have released the name of the man killed in the city's first deadly crash this year. Police say 27-year-old DeAndre Malik LeFou died in the crash that happened at around 4 yesterday morning on Loop 375 and Vista del Sol. They say he was speeding when he rear-ended another car before he lost control, driving off the freeway onto Joe Battle and then rolled over. Police say he was then thrown from his car and hit by another. We begin tonight with new information about a murder in Northeast El Paso. The victim has been identified as 17-year-old Angel Guadalupe Ramirez. According to a GoFundMe page, it happened Wednesday night during what police say was an attempted break-in on Hollyhock Drive in Northeast El Paso. According to police, Ramirez was stabbed along with a 39-year-old woman. Investigators say that it happened when someone was trying to force their way into an apartment. Both were taken to a local hospital where Ramirez later died. Authorities have identified the suspect accused of driving drunk and crashing his car into a barbershop, causing it to go up in flames. Doña Ana County deputies say that 40-year-old James Danny Price was the man behind the wheel that triggered a chaotic pursuit in Las Cruces this morning. It started on Avenida de Mesilla, where authorities say that he crashed into Milo's barbershop. Investigators say that responding officers saw the crash and the building go up in flames, and they followed him after he fled the area. His vehicle was later found on South Main Street, where Pace had crashed again at the intersection of Bell and South Main. Investigators say that he crashed into a deputy patrol car while he was trying to flee again. He was then detained and charged with a DUI. And Texas Governor Greg Abbott says that DPS arrested 4 Tren de Aragua gang members on New Year's Eve. And he says that officials found a group of 22 people crossing illegally, and when they were being searched and questioned, special agents saw that 4 of them had tattoos linking them to the gang. They later confirmed the affiliation by going through social media. Now, Abbott has designated Tren de Aragua as a foreign terrorist organization and is continuing to offer a cash reward on information of members that are in the U.S. And we are also learning more about the soldier who parked a Tesla Cybertruck outside the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas before it exploded. Fox News correspondent Connor Hansen has more on his military background and what happened in the hours before the blast. The Justice Department is urging the Supreme Court to deny President-elect Donald Trump's request to postpone the ruling on the TikTok ban law. Now, this comes about a week after Trump filed a legal brief in the case, arguing that he should have time after taking office to pursue what he calls a political resolution to the issue. The court is set to hear arguments on January 10th. Now, the law passed in April requires TikTok's Chinese owner, ByteDance, to divert the platform's U.S. assets or face a ban. TikTok claims that the law violates its First Amendment of the users and is accusing Congress of being hypocritical for not going after other Chinese-owned apps such as Shein or Temu. Illnesses on cruise ships have hit a 12-year high, as new data from the CDC shows that there were outbreaks on 16 different cruise ships in 2024. Now, the majority were norovirus outbreaks, which is a severe stomach flu, and more than 2,000 passengers and crew members got sick during the year. The CDC had recently warned that norovirus cases had been on the rise in the U.S. in general, and doctors say that the virus is easily spread in crowded environments.
This is the Wind Supply of El Paso Sports Desk.
Starting off in Las Cruces, NMSU men's basketball at the Pan Am Center this afternoon, looking to extend their winning streak to 5 straight. And they did that with ease against La Tech. Christian Cook led the way with 19 points, and the Aggies really shot the ball well overall today. They shot over 50% from the field and over 40% from downtown. The high-powered offense gave them the win. And the Aggies are following the footsteps of UTEP a couple nights ago, and they beat the Bulldogs at home, final score 78-48, and they're now 2-0 in conference play. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right here tonight at CBS 4 at 10. That's right, Jessica. I'm here at Aggie Memorial Stadium, where today, New Mexico State University Valerio Fermi says he's hopeful for the university's athletic department despite the recent changes.
Let me first say that when one decides to let go with cause of a long-term employee, it is never a decision that one makes as a single factor, on a single factor.
New Mexico State University President Valerio Fermi says that the firing of Mario Mocha was not a decision made lightly by the university. Mario Mocha is the former NMSU athletic director who was fired after a report from the New Mexico Department of Justice revealed new insight into the NMSU athletics department, calling it a toxic locker room culture and saying that there are systemic failures in protecting student athletes. The report looked into the 2022 NMSU men's basketball hazing scandal and a deadly shooting that involved an NMSU student also in 2022. Now, with the future of the athletics department up in the air, they're looking to fill seats just like this.
Among them, for example, is the hiring of a director for the anti-hazing efforts at the university. So that's going to be one of our first moves, is to do that and provide them with a budget to start doing programming that will continue to enhance what we're already doing.
In the meantime, the university has named Dr. Amber Burge as Mocha's replacement. She was a deputy athletic director for the university, but community members say that university leaders need to address what they call uncertainty within the athletics department better, and address boosters and others who help financially support the program.
The fans, like any fans, expect a winning program, and so to put a winning program, you've got to have the players. And to have the players, you have to have the money to support them. And so the future, I think, can be bright for New Mexico State.
Now, Fermi says that Burgess will hold the position for at least the next 6 months and says he couldn't speak further as the investigation is continuing. I'm reporting live from Aggie Memorial Stadium in Las Cruces. Marisol Hernandez, KFOX 14, News at 5. That's right, Selena. I'm here in East El Paso, where you can see that police have completely blocked off part of I-10. This is because of a crash that did happen before midnight. We do know that one person was transported with serious injuries. And since we have been here, crews have been investigating the scene. You can see right here that the cars that were involved are completely demolished. The front end of this first vehicle smashed in, and you can even see the airbags through the windows. The second vehicle, you can see investigators bringing back what appears to be things that were on the bed of the truck. You can see that damage was done as well to this vehicle. This is video that we have from when our crew first got to the scene. You can see that investigators have been out here again since before midnight. And if you are heading westbound on I-10, you would need to take an alternate route, whether that be Loop 375 or Montana. We are going to continue to be here at this scene, and we'll be sure to give you updates both on air and online. I'm reporting live in East El Paso. Marisol Hernandez, back to you. That's right. Today I went out and spoke with many El Pasoans who had some mixed reactions to these new Texas laws. Starting today, a provision of Senate Bill 2 is taking effect, which limits how much property values can increase annually, and tax authorities are now required to inform you if you qualify for this circuit breaker that will potentially save you money when it comes to how much you pay in property taxes.
But when I bought my house in 2008, I purchased it at $135. It was appraised pretty much that. Now the appraisal is close to $200,000, and it comes at a time when most of us can't afford it.
She says she's on a fixed income and can't always afford price hikes.
All those things affect our lives, and if we could at least get some help with the taxes, that would be so welcome.
But others disagree.
The state still has to collect tax somewhere to help those people, so it's almost the exact same thing. They just keep taxing us.
According to this bill, federal funding would then be used to bridge the gap. Also taking effect today is House Bill 4. A new law designed to strengthen data privacy in Texas. The law requires online businesses to get consumer consent before collecting most types of data and allow users to opt out in certain cases. It also limits the types of data that businesses can now collect.
I think it'd be better to implement laws to ensure our safety with cybersecurity. I've personally gotten my data stolen like twice now, so yeah, it's really scary.
The third law would bring changes to Texas's vehicle safety inspection program. In other parts of Texas, non-commercial vehicles will no longer require a safety inspection before registration. But El Paso County is one of only 17 counties in the state that will still require drivers to get emissions tests, and commercial vehicles will still require safety inspections. But some say it doesn't matter what we do as a county because we are a border town.
Oh, well, I think it's unfortunate that we have to do certain things because on the other side of the border, they're not protecting it.
So that we kept it just because I live here and I think the locals will be safe also. Having like a safe car on the roads is really important. I think that could have stayed, you know, it would have been more safe for us especially.
For more information on these laws and the changes they are bringing, you can head to our website, kfoxtv.com. I'm reporting live from the studio, Marisol Hernandez, KFOX 14, News at 9.